down with my brothers. Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California. Speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12. You wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real. It's so
go closer, do like a lot of to the clipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no alone. California, ill as pneumonia when we can fold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but the brains over the rover. They put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game.
Film rooms.
Black beans sticking out and we gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do he got a song with that punk? I mean, do he hit the club in this song? Come on. Do he rock a weave 30 inches long? Do he got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be that, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in this hall. Now they shoving up the club, pumping it's hot. These coming in the club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 53.
Smith going to go to the air, first play. Open man right side, Myers. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves him in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming. Once again, it's Genty. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Gino. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
now it's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Smith now to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Gino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On first down, it's Ginty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Seven, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton from 21 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Here's a diving catch right side. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. To throw, here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. He lost the football. Now he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Broncos at 1-8 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard. They played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Adam Troutman, 27 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Smith. That's for the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Out of the gun, Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Smith. Open man is Myers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now Smith on third and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing Nix. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. The QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. That's taken in left side by Vele. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. What's good on the extra point? And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back to throw, Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Smith throwing again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Smith now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. In motion left, that's Thornton. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Tucker. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, you see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
From the 41, here's a second down and 6. Here's Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Harvey now on first and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First down.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Nix. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
That's another Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
4 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put the defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Short throw caught by Bowers. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, and that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Buying time to his left. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. A nice little juke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Myers in motion right. Smith. And dumping underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
6 yards.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Nix. We'll get that complete to Vele. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And they'll get him down here about the 42. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there. It leaves them in a good spot here. 2nd down and inches upcoming.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Operating from the gun, Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So giving 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Nix. And this is going to be caught. No, they said it's incomplete.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 28. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Genty. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Smith to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
53.
Smith's going to throw it.
Touchdown! Brock Bowers, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now it's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking
One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. I'm Little Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Slip for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm BD. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. last night she called ya. Said JVB is the